What's going on, guys? First of all, I have to fix the title there. It's 59, at least from the last report I got, not 69, and 500 plus injured. If you listen to archive, leave a comment, tell me what you think. The chat is open. Thumbs up the video if you want. You know, in a perfect world, I could just come on here and say the obvious, right? I could come on here and I could say, hey, some crazy lunatic was shooting at people that were at a concert from the Mandalay Bay and killed a bunch of innocent people. And I could say I give my thoughts and prayers, which I do. But unfortunately, that's not the world we live in, right? It just isn't. Okay, that's not the world we're living in, right? Now I'm trying to bring something up here really quick, so I apologize here. Let me get this up. Here we go. All right. First of all, I feel the same way about this shooting, right? I, as I do about any other mass shooting. Meaning, I feel the same way about this one, if regardless of who does it and regardless of who the victims are. It's a despicable individual who is murdering innocent people. That's how I feel about it. And in a perfect world, we would all just feel that way about it. But we don't live in a perfect world. You know, we live in a despicable world. Now, what I'm going to say, it takes some understanding. Okay, it takes understanding. So listen. Don't draw conclusions. Listen to my entire point. Right? I saw far too many people on social media just waiting for the perfect opportunity to blame this on Islam or blame this on minorities, right? Way too much. Well, who did it? Well, I bet you it was this. I bet you it was that. When there's a mass shooting like this, if the first thing that comes to your mind is, "Oh, I hope it's a Muslim. I hope it's a this. I hope it's a that," if that's the first thing that comes in your mind, you got some serious issues, right? It should always be approached the same. Now, this one is, in fact, the worst mass shooting ever, right? In terms of most people getting killed with a gun, right? So in that sense, I understand people saying it's the worst. I understand people saying it's the worst mass murder in history, right? Statistically, that's true, right? For the people that were shot, it's no different though. For the people that lost their loved ones, more of them lost loved ones in this case, but it's still the same, right? But the reason I'm here right now, the reason I'm doing this video is because somehow, some way, I've seen people find a way to throw shots at football players that kneel out of this tragedy. I mean, you would think, what did football players have to do with this tragedy? if you want to call it a tragedy. I don't even think that's the right word. Nothing. But you have Fox News analysts bring up, oh yeah, when this guy was shooting everybody, who were the first responders? I didn't see any of the kneelers go after the shooter. The police went after the shooter. Well, no shit. That's kind of their job. All right? I mean, this is ridiculous. You want football players to randomly be at the Mandalay Bay when there's a random shooting and to go after a shooter? Like, what type of dumb logic is this? And when people bring up points because they just want to, see less of these mass shootings, like, hey, I understand that maybe there's nothing we could do to stop mass shootings, but maybe, just maybe, there's certain types of weapons that people just don't need, right? And it's just, all of a sudden, it becomes a political issue. People have been brainwashed to believe that there's nothing we could do. This mass shooting is going to happen anyway, right? There's nothing we could do. Just let it be. This is insane. And then, of course, you have the hypocrisy. The hypocrisy that is out there. And believe me, I know that, yes, there's people in the left that immediately, hope that it's not a Muslim, that it's not a black guy, that it's not a Hispanic, that it's a white guy, so they could start saying that, see, it's white people. I get that. Okay, see, I can acknowledge that there's issues on both sides, but don't tell me that there isn't people on the right just hoping and praying, okay, that it was a minority that did that. Because the reactions would be different. The tone would be different. And that's my point. The tone is different. See, and here's the thing people need to understand. When a white mass shooter shoots people, it's a lone wolf, okay? He worked alone, right? If it's a white Christian especially, he worked, or non-Muslim, he worked alone. It's mental health. He had issues, he needed help. That's how they frame it. That's how it's framed. They frame it as, well, they need help. Okay. Why don't they frame it the same way? Like, I'm going to tell you this right now, okay? Let's be honest. Like, be honest right now. If this mass shooter was an immigrant from Mexico, all right? Are you telling me right now Donald Trump has the exact same response? Are you telling me right now Facebook and Twitter and the masses have the exact same response? That's not true. In your core, it wouldn't be the same reaction. All right? If a black guy did this shooting, all right? If a black dude shot up a bunch of country goers, right now, there would be videos on YouTube, right? People saying, see, that's how they are, and this, that, and the third. That. How this would be labeled. How this would be treated. We need to stop playing this game of pretend. This pretend game we need to stop playing it. It's like we all know the truth, but we have certain people that want to play pretend. And then you have, if this was a Muslim, forget it. Okay? If a Muslim had done this, forget it. Okay? Forget it. They're already trying to find the links. Since this happened, no links to ISIS yet. You're going to have right-wing websites. They can't make up their mind. Some of them are putting out that this was a Democrat activist. Some are saying, he has links to ISIS. Now, look, who knows? Maybe it turns out that he did link up with ISIS, this, that, and the third. To me, it doesn't change. He's a fucking scumbag that shot up a bunch of innocent people. To me, it doesn't change. For some people, it will change. The narrative will be flipped on its head all of a sudden, and that's what it turns out to be. That's what they're looking for. No links to terrorists, foreign terrorists yet. You know, it's like, what, are you guys looking for it or what? So the reaction is always different, right? And let's not act like it's not. See, the point is, pointing out the hypocrisy is not to say, like I'm not saying, oh, let's blame all white people for this, right? But I'm just making a point, right? That's it. I'm making a point. It's, why don't you react the same? You know, and by the way, a lot of these mass shootings, all right? I'm just saying. But why don't you react the same? Like when a black guy shot at some cops, when a black dude killed some cops, I saw Blue Lives Matter everywhere. I saw, well, this is why they get shot. Oh, this is why they're dangerous. This is why they're getting killed, right? But when the number one cop killers in this country, white males, kill cops, it barely makes it to the news. It doesn't even get covered. Yet a lot of these, man, people live in this upside down world. I actually had somebody tell me that if a minority had done this shooting, it wouldn't have been covered. The media would have covered it up. Bullshit. Okay, bullshit. Everybody knows that's not true, right? Every single time a white dude shoots up a bunch of people, all right? Right-wing nuts come up with the most elaborate conspiracies imaginable. Oh, it was a government. Oh, it was an inside job. Okay, you got fucking guys like Aloe Jones over there saying it was a false flag operation, right? It's always something like that. Like it's fucking stupid. It couldn't just be some white maniac that did something stupid, right? The Daily News situation. It could have just been a racist white dude that hated blacks and shot up a black church. It couldn't just been that. You know, there's always some conspiracy behind it. And you wonder why I don't listen to a lot of these right-wing conspiracy theorists. There's always this cover-up, right? It's always this, anytime something makes them feel uncomfortable, like the reality of racism in this country, there's always this elaborate Jew that's behind it all, okay? Like it's fucking stupid. No, it's the Jews. The Jews are, making us all fight against each other. Like, no, it's not racist police department. No, it's the Jews. It's George Soros. That's their go-to guy. Most of them don't even know shit about George Soros, okay? They just hear about him on Breitbart and fucking InfoWars. They don't know who the fuck he is. They don't know what he does, all right? A lot of these reactions are, and I'm not even saying the majority, but a lot of these people are fucking disgusting, man. Right? Like still throwing shots at NFL players because of the shooting. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that like nuts? Well, I didn't see those kneelers, go do something about it when they were shooting up those people. Like what? Are you fucking nuts? Now, look, I'm all for the Second Amendment. Okay, I believe in the right to bear arms. I do. No, I believe it should apply to everybody. Okay, not just certain people. Right? But at the same time, okay, I have common sense. Right? I know that there's certain type of weaponry that regular citizens don't need. All right, I don't give a fuck what you say. Right? Unless an army is going to go invade and try to kill your family, you don't need those weapons. Right? And I don't want to hear this. Well, it's because you never know the military, this, that. Like you guys, like really make up your minds. So are you getting ready for some government invasion? Really? Well, the way you motherfuckers worship cops, okay, and bow down to it. I mean, you get mad at fucking football players for bending a knee, because how dare they, you know, disrespect the military. The way you guys fucking worship the military and fucking cops, I don't see you motherfuckers fighting no cops and fucking, you know, Marines and shit. I don't see you fighting them. You know, bow down at the sight of them. You expect me to believe that you're going to be fighting this tyrannical government? You expect me to believe that you're collecting all these weapons, all these, you know, semi-automatic weapons, because this day that the tyrannical government is going to come after you, right? But when you have minorities saying, "Hey, these tyrannical cops are fucking killing us," bullshit. Police officers are the best among us. You know that they wouldn't dare do that. Look, they're the first responders. They're the heroes all the time. Every single cop, every single last one of them is good. How dare you criticize police officers? And I don't know about all this military spending. Maybe we should. How dare you be against a blank check for the military? They put their lives on the line. Without them, you wouldn't have anything. When it comes to the military, you don't have freedom of speech. You don't get to bow down. You don't get to take a knee or anything. Okay, you stand up no matter what. And you don't like it, get out of this country. You expect me to believe that those people are going to fight the tyrannical government? Get the fuck out of here. Okay? They're shitting me. Who do you think you're going to fight if the tyrannical government took over? Who do you think you're going to fight? Get the fuck out of here. Right? I got my gun for the day that the government's going to take over. Like, shut up. Right? Are you kidding me? Sir, like they'll disarm you quick. They'll just tell you that they're here to protect you from the blacks or the browns or the Muslims, and you'll fuck give away your weapon quick. Okay, shut the fuck up. Right? Puts the scary motherfuckers walking around. Okay, you can't go to fucking Whataburger without your fucking rifle because you're a fucking pussy. All right? Get the fuck out of here. I can't go to Whataburger and feel safe if I don't got my semi-auto with me. Like, really, man? Shut the fuck up. Right? You're kidding me. Got to go to Walmart and shit with semi-automatic weapons. You know? And to me, it's like, okay, cool. Right? All right, gun rights. And everybody has a right to bear arms and have a gun. Let's all have guns, right? Right. Okay. Yeah, that's why they shot a 10-year-old playing with a gun outside a park, right? And when you dare criticize the police, you know, the government, you know, when you dare criticize them, you tell football players to shut the fuck up and stand up and not complain about it, right? The projection is unbelievable. It just is. And a lot of them aren't even going to, they don't even get it, right? They're going to come on here. They're going to be like, no, it's you. You're making it about something else. Like, it's you. You're the one that's doing you. Like, shut up. All right, shut the fuck up. I mean, holy shit, man. They're okay with every fucking cop shooting. Even the ones where they fucking plant the taser gun right next to the dude. Like, they don't have a problem with that one. But the one that they didn't even see, of a Somali cop that shot some woman, they're all against that. Right? They didn't even see it, and they're all against it. All of a sudden, you know, get the fuck out of here. Now, maybe I would believe you, you know, when you say, like, you know, Blue Lives Matter, maybe I'd believe you if you did it every single time a cop got shot and killed, right? And it wasn't just a certain group doing it. Maybe I'd believe you, right? And by the way, when I say group, that's not even accurate. When an individual does it, but you blame a group, all right? And right now, they want anything. Like, if this dude was at a library and read one verse in the Quran, I mean, it's whatever it is that they're looking for something to link them one way or another. They want to link them, right? Ah, shit, 4 years ago, he was at the library. Okay, and he had the Quran for a week. Oh, yeah, that's what it was. Like, I could just, like, it's, you know. And then you have the idiots that come on think I'm, like, defending Islam, right? You know, get the fuck out of here, right? But there you go. There you go. All right. You know what? If only that wall was put up, this whole tragedy could have been avoided, huh? If only that. No, oh no, no, that wouldn't do anything. Oh wait. Maybe if they didn't allow football players to kneel, this whole thing would have been avoided. No, actually, no, that wouldn't have done anything. No, that wasn't triggered by that. No. You know what? If I got it, if they labeled Black Lives Matter a terrorist group, this whole thing would have been avoided. No, that wouldn't have done shit either. No. Huh. Oh, I got it. Oh, I got this. If only they allowed the Muslim travel ban to go through. If only they did that. You know? Because you know what they say? All terrorist acts are by, brown Muslims, every single one of them. Wait, no, that wouldn't have done shit either. No. Fuck. I don't know. You know? What can I say? You know? Or maybe if you look at the reports that were leaked by the Intercept, of the Justice Department being blatantly told by the Trump administration to not focus, okay, on white nationalists, right? Who, by the way, many of them have been caught with explosives and plotting to like shoot up mosques and shit, right? Well, no, we're not going to focus on them. No, we're not going to do that, right? We're not going to do that. You see these types of mass shootings, okay, and you think it's okay for militia, quote unquote, militia, okay, quote unquote. And these dudes, I mean, they want to dress up like in camouflage and they want to go fight, bad Muslims. They're sending troops over there to like Iraq and Afghanistan. You go fight ISIS over there, like they'll fight you, right? You want to fight ISIS? Join the military, bro, and just they'll send you out there. Like you go fight them all. You can go fight. You go fight them. No. But harassing Muslim women in that's easier to do. Standing outside a mosque in a country where it's acceptable for you to have semi-automatic weapons outside the mosque. Well, that's easy. Because I could totally visualize Muslim militants, okay, with automatic weapons standing outside a Christian church. That would be totally acceptable in this country. Right. Okay. This is insane. Okay. It's, what can I say? What the fuck can I say? There's really nothing else to say. This is, again, and I'll reiterate, this was a despicable act. I feel bad for the innocent people that were killed. Right? They just wanted to go watch a country concert. That's all they wanted to do. And some fucking lunatic started shooting up from the top of the Mandalay Bay, one of the top floors. Broke two of the windows. And just started, shooting up. They discovered a shitload of weapons there. The dude had scopes. I mean, this dude had the type of weapons that, I mean, you would think he's a fucking sniper over there in Iraq or some shit. I mean, if you want to do shit like that, join the military, man. Like, what are these dudes waiting for? Like, they'll send you over there to kill people and all that shit, right? If you want to go do that, you want to go fight, not in this guy's case, but, if you want to go fight ISIS and you're scared of Sharia law taking over, you can go fight them, man. Like, they just join the military. No, but they're not going to do that. Really? Just want to look cool with the weapons and Second Amendment rights, and then they want to just do that, man. Like, it's just stupid. Anyway, at the end of the day, this was a despicable act, right? Do I think it's fair to say that we should not blame all white people for what this one individual did? Of course that's fair, right? That's the way it should always be. So all I ask is that when a black person does something, or a brown person does something, or someone of any religion does something, okay, that we don't judge an entire group for that, okay? An entire, when I mean an entire group, that means like when a neo-Nazi does something, right? Maybe the small group that he's part of, we can blame, okay, if they had something to do with it. But I'm talking about the broader group, okay? So when ISIS does something, and let's say ISIS or Al Qaeda, whoever does a terrorist act, then we blame that group. We don't blame all Muslims, right? And then people want to give me these fucking statistics all the time. Oh, because Muslim, they've done polls on Muslims, and many of them think Sharia law is a good thing, and blah 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 blah. You know, they've done polls on white people in the South, and like 30% of them were saying that they think getting rid of slavery was a bad thing. I don't know what people's point is, okay? I mean, you could find skewed polls for anybody that will make them look really bad, right? But at the end of the day, okay, we need to stop, like the way they treated this mass shooter. In a perfect world, they would treat every mass shooter this way, right? But that's not what they do, right? That's not what they do. And since when is saying, well, we haven't found any links to any, foreign terrorist affiliation yet? What does that mean? Like what? Since when? Like, that's so random. Notice how they didn't none of them reported. Oh, no links to any white supremacist group yet. None of them said that. None of them. Okay, this is crazy. The media and also their obsession. Oh, record breaking! Like they're talking about this like somebody just broke a record, right? Like it's insane. If you know about how these mass shooters work, by the way, right? Them being remembered for this guy. I don't know if that's what this guy's motivation was, but someone else is going to have motivation to break it. Let's say the toll is 59, right? Let's say it ends at that. Somebody's going to want to get a 60. Oh, I'm going to have a mass shooting. I'm going to kill 60, right? Or somebody's going to try. Anyway, they don't want to call it terrorism. Somebody put it terrorism in chat. They don't want to call it that. Okay? The language, like if it turns out that it worked for ISIS, it'll turn into terrorism overnight, all of a sudden, right? But they don't call it terrorism. Like, of course it's terrorism, but they're not going to call it that. For whatever reason. They call it for what it is. They're always acting all tough, right? But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? It's. I'm not going to blame a whole group of people for what this one guy did. I just, in a perfect world, I just wish that, other incidents where a maniac does something and he's of another ethnic group, it's, in a perfect world, the same would apply, and it doesn't. And everybody knows it doesn't, right? That's just a reality, right? And that's a problem we're going to, until we get that mentality fixed. And it's not just going to fix itself. It needs to be pointed out, right? It needs to make people feel uncomfortable. It needs to be pointed out. If it's not pointed out to people, that mentality is never going to change, ever, right? So I'm going to keep pointing it out. I'm not going to stop pointing it out. Anyway, DStyleBoxing. I'm out.